Okay, we had the new parts come through from the factory. We'll get them on the car ahead of FP1.
Top job. Yippee-ki-yay. Fan-dabby-doozaloos. Right then. Let's see what the weather's going to be like for the Hungarian Grand Prix. Shall we? You got the front downforce there. And the weather looks, it don't look too bad. So, yes, the last race of this contract. So let's go see what upgrade we got. And it was that shining blue dot just there that tells us we got ourselves a nice bit of aero, which won't harm too much. We're now the third best aero on this grid. Sauber have now overtaken Williams. So they could be a team to watch this race, I would say. Certainly looking good for the Sauber boys. There's a chassis, which we can't really do anything about that. And once we get that power upgrade, we can't really do anything about that. It's all ultimates after that. But I think the power, it's just about there. So that'll come for Belgium. Thank you very much in kind. We've got all that coming. So let's have a look at the points. And we are still the championship leader from Sergio Perez, Charles Leclerc, Fernando Alonso, Daniel Ricciardo, Esteban Ocon, Sergei Sorokin, Lewis Hamilton, Lance Stroll and Max Verstappen. Round out your top 10. Pierre Gasly has 26 points to his name, which is a good haul of points since we've really upgraded this car. And still scoring the goose egg, Carlos Sainz and Roman Grosjean. So they need to buck their ideas up. So in the meantime, we're off to go get practice for the Hungarian Grand Prix, and we'll get qualified. We'll see you for the race.
It's always wonderful to come back to the lively Hungaroring. A popular destination this, nice and close to the beautiful city of Budapest, with some exciting racing to boot. Who can forget Michael Schumacher pushing his old teammate Rubens Barrichello up towards the pit wall in 2010, or those great races of 2014 and 2015 as well. 14 corners then for our drivers to navigate at the 2.7-mile Hungaroring today. It's 6 lefts and 8 rights around a lap here, with average speeds in the region of 120 miles per hour. With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson. Let's talk about Poole. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
It's been a really solid year so far. There have been some incredible standout performances, but what's really impressed me has been the consistency. With this kind of form, I'm expecting another great race today.
We're almost ready to go then, and this is what the starting grid looks like for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday puts him on pole, and it's Fernando Alonso in P2. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Ricciardo, Perez, Lance Stroll, and Gasly, Sirotkin, Ocon, Hamilton, and Poole. Van Dorn, Hulkenberg, Kevin Magnussen, and Ericsson, Sainz, Grosjean, Sebastian Vettel, and Valtteri Bottas. Raikkonen and Max Verstappen completes the grid. And now it's time to head down to the track.
Yeah, qualifying went so bad that it's P10. There's no easy way of saying that. We just had nothing. No, it's such a horrible circuit to set up for is Hungary. Because you set it up for the slow stuff and you forget about this long straight. But we threw some Hail Mary adjustments at it and we think we've got it going. So, one stop today. Ultras onto the softs. So, yeah. Let's just go and let's get this race going, shall we? Yeah, so here we go for the running of the Hungarian Grand Prix. Oh, it's not going to be easy this race, but 5 red lights are out. When it's lights out and away we go. And, well, as you can tell, it's actually a naff start from me. We're slipping so far back, it's unbelievable. But look at that big dive bomb coming in hot. Oh, onto the side of one of the Red Bulls there. With Verstappen and Gasly side by side into turn 3. I think he's just going to get the jump. But, oh, Lance Stroll's trying to stick his nose in 3 wide with Stroll and one of the Force Indias. Excuse me, coming through. Thank you very much. Don't know how we managed that, but we're up in the B4. Oh dear me, it's a Toro Rosso 3-4 at the moment. As we go into turn 5, and you can find out how we did that somewhere else as we go to Nico Hulkenberg and Stoffel Van Dorn here for P11 on the track. I'm expecting good things from the Renault this weekend. Its lack of power should be enough there, but look at that, side by side through the chicane. Will Van Dorn get his man? Not quite. Will Hulkenberg get his man? Yes, he will. And shift Hulkenberg up into P11 on the track as we go through turn 11. But meanwhile, up into turn 13, it's myself and the Gazman. And once Gasly's actually got some speed, we haven't. No speed, no hope. But somehow we managed to get into the first corner. Don't ask me how we did. It's Charles Leclerc leading this race from Fernando Alonso as he sets, well, predictably he set the fastest lap on the first lap. Well, of course you're going to set the fastest lap on the first lap. As we start following Pierre Gasly. It's going to be a long race, but it's going to be a good race. I would think that no matter what happens, it's going to be pretty good in the end. Even if we don't get the podium, we'll get something out of this as we go through turn 5 and up to turn 6 and 7, the chicane. We seem to get a lovely a bit deep into that chicane. We have to run a little wide, breaking the curves there. You can see that gets us much closer to Gasly. We should fall back, but we're not going to. Any advantage we can take, we will take it. We do seem to be pulling away from the Williams and the Force India behind us as well. Predictably, we set the fastest sector. I can't think why we set the fastest sector, but we did. That's not good. But this setup, as good as it is, it just doesn't work. It's brilliant in 95% of the lap, but for the other 5% of the lap, it's naff. As we switch to Lance Stroll and Esteban Ocon for P5. Ocon having a look down the outside, but Lance Stroll's going to keep his cool, is the Williams man. And he's got one of the Mercedes behind him that looks like Lewis Hamilton, who's on a bit of a charge. And we come up to Pierre Gasly. Well, Pierre's pulling away a little bit, and that can only be this straight that is on the front of the circuit, because everything else will seem to be matching Pierre Gasly. As we, what's this going to be? Look at this. Oh, we've gone for the dive, but we've run over that chicane again. We're side by side with our teammate into turn 8, through turn 9. Now, will we get the Gasman? Nearly banged wheels as well. And look at that, we get P3 off Pierre Gasly. How on earth we didn't collide with each other, we will never know. But the Hungarian official giving us some good pits camera work there. But this is good. We're coming in now. We got the call to go a lap early to try and get an undercut on Gasly and perhaps Alonso and Leclerc as well. But that's not likely to happen. Something's going on down the pit straight. Did Ocon just get past Sergei Sorokin, I wonder? In fact, it's actually because we damaged our nose a little bit as well. So give us a new nose, and thank you very much. That might negate any undercut. If anything, that might put Gasly back in front if he has a good stop. We're hoping not, but like I said, we just hate this circuit with a passion. It's the soft tyres on for us. We come down to turn 2. Now, I did say I thought I saw Ocon passing Perez. Sorry, Sorokin for P4. This looks like that's Mercedes on Mercedes violence. It's actually Stroll, not Sorokin. I do apologise. Tried around the outside of turn 1. Nearly banged wheels again. It's getting personal between these two Mercedes drivers here. But through Ocon we'll go into it's now P3. No, it's still P4, sorry. Because we're not there. Lance basically keeps the position he's in, P5. But now we are off and on a mission now. We've got to pump it into hot lap, we've got to pump it into rich, and we've got to absolutely go for it. Try and get any any advantage we can back on the field. not that that might happen. It may happen. It may not happen. But we'll just take it as we go. As we come to start lap number 5.
We're trailing our teammate by 23.4 seconds.
We're all on our lonesome in last place, but last place is good because it'll allow us to just get the hammer down. The closer we can get to Raikkonen and Verstappen, the better it will be for us. That's all you gotta say. Even though I hate this circuit with a passion. Because like I said, you're setting the car up for 95% lap, and the rest you forget about that long straight. As we a little deep into turn 5 there. Now this is the advantage that Leclerc and Alonso have. They're in the pits now, going through turn 14, and so if anything goes wrong, they should come out P1 and P2 still. There's Gasly coming in as well. It looks like Esteban Ocon's carried on. Ocon carry on. I come up with some weird lines sometimes. There's a good pit stop on the boys. And yeah, as you'd imagine, P1, P2 still. Leclerc still leads Alonso. We need them to be held up in traffic now. Let's see if that's going to be the case. We'd imagine then Gasly's going to...
Our gap to the car in front is 7.2 seconds.
It looks like Gasly's got back in front of us. We've got past Stroll, which is big, because that Mercedes, we know that Mercedes has got a lot of grunt on it. This Honda doesn't have the grunt yet, but that Mercedes has. Oh, as we go a little deep into turn 2, car stepped out of the back there. Didn't need that stepping out. So we'll bump it out of hot lap now. We're back in a high fuel ERS level. And just trying to...
The car behind is coming. They're now on the soft tyre. Softs on the car behind.
You get on that curb at turn 5 and you're in a lot of trouble. As we see Esteban Ocon finally coming in for the pits, but he's coming in 1 lap later than he should do. I think that's because Perez probably coming in had preferential treatment. It's a bit of a Monaco circuit this, so there'd be a lot of stopping and starting, a lot of this and that and whatever. But there's not a lot you can do unless you pass close to each other on the long straight here. You can't pass. I think Ericsson's coming at the back there. Let's see where we come out in. Oh, we've come out right behind Ocon. It's not good. Not good at all, folks. We didn't want that. So now we've got to get past Ocon and we've got to get past Stroll as we see Vettel come out behind Raikkonen. This is going to be for P14 on the grid. See what the Ferrari man... Oh, look at that. That's a bit naughty, Raikkonen. And that's even naughtier for Vettel. Maurizio Arriva, but Dirty is not going to be happy with that between these two established Ferrari drivers. Ferrari remember being... Oh, and Raikkonen takes the position back. Thank you very much. That's not going to make Arriva Dirty happy. Speaking of not happy, Franz Tost can't be happy that we've slipped to P5. We were P3. But he's got to be happy that the Gazman is still in that podium position. Finally, he's got his act together. And coming up to a big series of races now, where we can try and do something. We've got Spa next, which might hurt us with the lack of speed we've got, and then you got Monza. But the one we're going to be looking forward to is we're going to be looking forward to Singapore, because that should be a fantastic race. Well, it should be. Hopefully it will be. We've traditionally, a little deep into turn 2. Traditionally, we've never gone well at Singapore, even though the setup feels fantastic. Big clunk on the curb at turn 4 as we go into turn 5. There's Esteban Ocon. Oh, look at that, we're right on the back end. We're going to try a dive, but we've gone for a big one. We've gone for the big move. What a move! That is absolute. Gone for the big boy move. P4 now, and we can get after Leclerc. Our Gasly, our teammate. Maybe a podium will be on here. Maybe it won't be. You never know. So that's us up into P4 on lap number 8. Thank you very much. That's always helpful when stuff like that happens. We have DRS as well, but look at Gasly just pull away. That is incredible. We've got the same car and he's just able to get the mechanical grip down out of turn 14 with the greatest of ease. This second DRS zone is worthless. They should just put it back to one DRS zone because that DRS zone is pointless. It's about as useful as a chocolate fire guard. Actually, this is turn 5 coming up, not... No, I'm right, it's turn 4. Yeah, a little wide out of it, there's turn 5. Look at that, we're right up on the back bumper of the gas man. See if we can do anything with that. Tried the move into turn 6 and 7 that we did last time. Now through 8 through 9. Coming up to turn 10, this fast little kingpin. Turn 11, it's just pure let the throttle go and bye bye, goodbye God. Now through turn 12. And then turn 13. Turn 13 you can get right, you got the DRS, but then if you can't get the mechanical grip out of turn 14, you're basically in a lot of shit. I mean, we're getting the power down as quickly as we can, but look at him, he's just able to take off. We're not able to get close here, although we seem to be getting close at the end of the straight there.
Reduce the ERS deployment, please. We need to charge the battery.
Ooh, we got on the curb on the outside of turn 2. That nearly put us in the wall. Would have been pretty disastrous if that had happened. Well, we're on lap number 10, so we're halfway through this Hungarian Grand Prix. It is an absolute monster of a race, this. It's just such a slow and winding circuit like Monaco. But unlike Monaco, you haven't got the big barriers on the outside of the track waiting to spit your car out. All you've got here is the unforgiving grass and the unforgiving gravel as well. Although some of the gravel has disappeared because of safety concerns, especially the gravel trap that was down in turn 1. I remember, I think it was Rubens Barrichello in a Ferrari. The rear wing, the rear wing just exploded, and that was the end of Massa's race. As we go on board with myself, looking to get as close as we can to Pierre Gasly. We're getting closer, and we're gone for the move. Oh, contact between the two Toro Rossos. Franz Tost will not be impressed with that one. But it's us up into P3. Thank you very much, Pierre. Do your job and stay there. Number 1 coming through. 2-time champion of the world as well.
Okay, gap ahead is 9.2 seconds.
Clown. That's all that can be said to that, really. Really, we are driving like a clown. But somehow we are P3. Don't ask us how we're P3. We are P3. But, I don't know if anyone's got any tips on how to make the setup better for Hungary. It would be useful to hear those tips. But we just can't do anything. If we're not careful, I think Gasly's actually gone back into the clutches of Ocon. We may have inadvertently damaged his wing. I hope we didn't. I hope he's able to keep Esteban behind him. Pick up 4th place. That'd be a good points haul, 3rd and 4th for the Toro Rosso team. As we break it nicely into turn 1. Hit the apex perfect as well. But then into turn... there we go. Into turn 2. The back end, the front end just won't connect to turn 2 because it's downhill. It'll connect nicely with turn number 4 though, and turn 5 if you can get it hooked in. But don't hit that curve on the inside; it'll spin the car around. Now into turn 6, big over the clunky curves as well. You don't want to be over the clunks too much there. We go through turn 8 now. No, that's 9 now, sorry. Now it's 10 and then 11. Just fling it in. Fling it in, hope it sticks. Goodbye. Yeah. I think, oh,
virtual
hello,
safety
virtual
car,
safety
virtual
car is
safety
out.
car. Reduce speed immediately
Well,
and keep a positive delta.
That's changed the game. Why does the virtual safety car come out? Oh, don't tell me. Oh, come on. Not for Nico Hulkenberg. He's held a trade up as well. That was not cool. Yeah, pull off to the side there, Nico. Can't think why that would necessitate
VSC
the
ending,
VSC,
we're going
but,
green.
it
Maintain
does,
positive
apparently.
delta until the
We're
green
gonna,
flags.
get back racing now. Thank you very much. VSC ending. There you go.
Okay, clear.
DRS has been re-enabled as well. We can return to racing speed on lap 13 as we go. Oh dear me! Don't be over that curve. You'll be spinning out. You'll give Gasly third place back. Just now approaching that area where the yellow flag was.
Yellow flag.
There's Hulkenberg. Poor guy. He honestly cannot get a break. Why can he not get a break? You would have thought that he'd been able to do something so that he could get at least a few points. Well, he got a few points in his home race. But Renault this season have just been shocking. If it wasn't for the fact Ferrari are the worst in engine, I think Renault could have been really bad this year as far as the points are concerned. But yeah, that's not gone well for them. Hey, you have to forgive my yawning. I've been up since 5 o'clock this morning.
We have 5 laps of fuel
Doing
remaining.
this shit. Well, not this, but I've been doing other things as well. We now head into turn. Oh, it nicely over turn 4. That was perfectly precise. That move. You're not going to get any more perfect than that. Oh, and turn 6 and 7 could have been better. I could have hit the curb on the inside of 6, and the car just flung left. Took to the escape road. And if you don't have the balance right, turn 10 is actually a worse.
Increase ERS deployment. It's time to use some of this charge. Gap to car in front is 10.4 seconds.
Leclerc is 10 seconds. So I want whatever they've got, which is preferably not a lot. I actually don't know what they've got. They could have all kinds of things.
The gap to the leader is
And, we'll never know what it
11.1
is that,
seconds.
they've
We're
got.
leading our teammate by 1.8 seconds.
Save a bus video. There we go. That's that sorted. So we're having to sort out the ERS deployment because we've been having a few issues with the battery draining a bit too quickly as well. But we seem to have everyone covered behind us. Oh, we've got a little out of shape from turn 3. Now up into turn 4, and there you are. There's the leaders right there. That you can't get any closer than that. Any moment now, Leclerc and Alonso will shape each other up for some kind of move. Whether that move comes or not, we don't know. I would hope it is, because Alonso is certainly keeping Charles very honest. There now, why on earth have we gone that far back? We shouldn't have gone that far back. We'll have to have a word with my creative person. Why did you do that? Well, we don't know. Well, you should know. So, coming through turn number 11, where we start lap 16 in a second. I'll tell you what, I would be very annoyed with third place, but I think considering the fact that we had no speed in this car at all down that main straight, I think we can take third place happily and run back to Italy with it. because I can't see anything else that could cause a concern for us. As we see Ocon thinking about a move on Leclerc, but Leclerc's got him. Sorry, Gasly, but Gasly's got him covered. The Gasman's got him covered. Speaking of got covered, we've been hearing on the radio that Verstappen's got an issue. And here is that issue. It looks like he's holding everyone up here. Who we got behind him? We've got Magnussen, we've got Grosjean, Van Dorn. That looks like Ericsson's back there as well. That's a big, big train there, young Maxwell. What are you going to do? Are you going to let them all through? Or are you going to... well, look at that. He's got no speed. He's got no speed. That's Magnussen past him. Grosjean should be a lot easier. There you go. That's Grosjean past him. So, bloody hell, them Haas's have bypassed Verstappen. What the hell has gone wrong with Max Verstappen this season? I don't think Max Verstappen knows what Max Verstappen's done this season. But 2 to go as we come across the line. That was for P15 and 16, by the way. Moved the Haas's up into P15 and P16. Verstappen down in P17. But all being well, it should be good from here. We know we're not going to catch Alonso and Leclerc because, quite frankly, they've got some speed. And we haven't.
Push, push. ERS to overtake.
I don't know why. Maybe we should have brought a really big upgrade to this circuit, but I don't think we need to. Ooh, dear me. I want to stay away from that grass. That would not be the way to end this race, by finishing it on the grass.
Our gap to the car in front is 11.1 seconds.
Now we wouldn't catch it. So I think it's fair to say that unless Alonso passes Leclerc, Leclerc's going to win this race. Second victory of the season for the young Monegasque driver. As we get to take the check.
This is your final lap of the race.
Started here. So lap 18 out of 18. And it's all looking serene. We go back to Verstappen. He's got Van Dorn all over his rear wing. Van Dorn gone for the big move down turn 12. And that will be P17 for Stoffel Van Dorn. But you go through to a little later in that lap, and it is going to be P18 for Ericsson. Max Verstappen is last. Don't be surprised if they come knocking and they want me to replace him next season. But all in all, faultless performance from Charles Leclerc for Sauber. He's held off the experienced Spaniard Fernando Alonso. He'll win the Hungarian Grand Prix, with Alonso finished in P2. We'll be there in a second, folks. I should be annoyed with P3, but I think, all in all, I think we'll take that as a good result.
Good job, you did really well. Super driving.
A very good result.
A great win then for the Sauber team today. So, Ant, how exactly did they set themselves apart from the pack today?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hound on the wheel, of course.
So, here they come out now onto the podium after a thrilling Grand Prix. It just goes to show what a strong position the sport is in, that these independent teams can be so competitive. What a superb victory from the Sauber team. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the drivers' table. Poole increases their championship lead. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
I have to give it to Poole. They pushed and pushed and found some fantastic performance. It was just a pleasure to watch.
On to the constructors then. Toro Rosso increased their gap over the competition with that result. There was also a strong showing from the McLaren team today as they make their way up the standings. After all this drama, you'd be mad not to join us for the next race. We hope to see you then. Take care.
And hey, we took driver of the day. Nice one. So, your winner of the Hungarian Grand Prix, Charles Leclerc from Fernando Alonso, and we complete the podium. My man Gasly finishes P4. What a performance from the Frenchman. Esteban Ocon, Lance Stroll, Lewis Hamilton got some points. Didn't see him all race. Sergei Sorokin, Daniel Ricciardo finished 9th. And now let's put that into perspective. Ricciardo 9th, Verstappen 19th. How is that even possible? They're the same car. This Verstappen kid's not all that he cooked up to be. And Perez, he took the last point for Force India there. So, all in all, I think we should head back to the shop and see what's going on in the world right now. Whew, what a race, man! Oh God,
Great
not you.
work out there today. How do you think it went?
I think it went all right.
Did you struggle to get through all that traffic today?
Yeah, for the simple thing, but we just pushed.
Another podium. You must be getting used to it up there.
Absolutely, we're getting used to these podiums coming out of nowhere. The team expects it, but yeah, we'll praise the team.
We all underestimated you, didn't we?
Yes, and quite frankly, I'm very offended by that. But you're allowed one mistake.
That was an epic battle today. How do you think this will play out?
Pierre gave me an absolute mega fight. And whoever comes out on top, the fans are going to be in for a treat.
Great. Well, that's everything.
No, appreciate your time. So yeah, we're winning. Hey, just thought it's contract negotiation time. Got an extra 600 resource points. That'll come in useful.
Podium. Well done.
I think we should negotiate ourselves a pretty decent contract that comes with Pepsi Max standard.
It's time for us to renegotiate your contract. Here you can see the current deal. Once negotiations begin, the team will make you an offer. You can accept.
So let's have a look.
But I strongly suggest we push.
We'll definitely have that. Should we go? What they want, 7 and 5th? I think we'll go 7-7. Make it nice and simple. Let's propose that.
Good. It
That's
seems
close.
all parties are happy with the deal, so it'll commence at the next.
Bit closer than we wanted. But yeah, contract negotiated. Right, let's go spend some R&D points. We want something good for Monza. It could only be aero, really, because otherwise the power's going to come in for Singapore. Right, I know what we'll do. We'll get that for Monza, but we'll get that for Spa. And that would then make us the best team with the best aero package. Look at Ferrari and Mercedes down there at the bottom. Scrubs. And they're down the bottom there as well. And they're down the bottom... Well, no, it's not Mercedes, but certainly Ferrari are. Hey, let's make Ferrari great again. Ooh. There's an idea. Dear me. Right then, so... Pierre's getting a nice haul of points about him now. Still, Sainz and Grosjean haven't scored yet, and you would have thought that that was strange.
You'll be able to choose whether or
But
not
we're just going to end it here. So thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed that Hungarian Grand Prix, because I didn't. And yet we still made the podium. But until next time, when we see you on the Forest of Spa, we'll see you in the next video. So take care. We'll see you next time.